The stock market has weathered countless booms and busts, but the scars of the 2007 financial crisis still make many people hesitant to invest even today. It's understandable, we live in uncertain times, yet some investors have discovered the real secret: how to build wealth in both good markets and bad. Tony Robbins has done most of this work for you by interviewing and compiling it into this book. And I'm excited to share with you an animated summary encompassing some of the key sections from this book to help you build a greater foundation. If this video helps you, consider hitting the like button and subscribe if you want to help yourself with self-improvement content and book summaries. To become unshakable, we first need to be focusing on what you can control and ignoring what you cannot. Know that no one can predict the exact future or the market with full certainty, but you can sharpen your focus on the factors within your influence. For most people, the best starting point is not a high-fee advisor, but rather a low-cost index funds. Unless you are a world-class investor like Ray Dalio or Warren Buffett, index funds offer broad market exposure with minimal fees and no need for constant trading. Think of the VOO and VOOG, which are both index funds by Vanguard that track the top 500 companies in the United States and the top growth companies within those top 500 companies in the United States. This book will help you create a clear, personalized plan and guide you toward financial freedom with far less stress and complexity. Investing really is a lot simpler than people make it out to be. This will shock a lot of people, that a lot of financial experts are financial predators, preying on those who are unfamiliar with certain terminology, and instead of making you a lot of money, they make themselves a lot of money by using your money. And this is why we want to share what's in this book, to help you become more unshakable. A great analogy to the stock market is it's like seasons. There's going to be ebbs and flows in the market, and winter's coming, but when? Our ancestors survived harsh seasons by recognizing natural patterns and planting out the right times. Investors can use the same principle of pattern recognition to succeed in the markets. We've already talked about how predicting the market on the exact crash is very unlikely. Take it from Michael Burry, who accurately predicted the failing of the housing market, but had to go through and suffer from timing it wrong. People literally thought he was crazy, and it was impossible. He suffered this for about 2 years before it actually did happen. And I plan to go over the movie The Big Short in another summary to help cover that more in depth. He got every aspect right, but for it to finally unfold, it took another 2 years. How crazy is that? So let's go ahead and jump into the market and learn about the seasons. So corrections are normal, right? A correction is a 10% drop in the market and happens roughly once a year on average. Number 2 is bear markets occur periodically. A bear market is determined as a 20% plus drop, and it happens every 3 to 5 years or so. But thus far, they've always been followed by bull markets, exceeding multiple 100% of return over a long extended period. Number 3, the market trends upward long term. Despite volatility, U.S. stocks have delivered positive return over decades as the economy continues to grow. And the S&P 500, which again is the top 500 companies in the United States, has returned a 10% return per year over the last 80 years, which is incredible. Number 4, no one can predict the market consistently. Even experts like Buffett or Greenspan, they can't time the market reliably. Number 5, time in the market beats timing the market, and staying invested through downturns captures the recoveries that follow. One of the most powerful patterns we need to become familiar with is the magic of compounding. Wealth is rarely built overnight. It grows steadily over time, and that is exactly what the stock market has done over the years. If you look at this chart of the S&P 500, this is the average market return or benchmark for many investors. Many people, including high-earning celebrities, end up broke because they've never mastered this fundamental truth. If you haven't started investing yet, the best time is now. The longer your money compounds for you, the closer you get to true financial freedom. Let's break this down further by using a compound interest calculator to showcase how simple this really is. I'm going to leave a link to the calculator I used in the description down below. So we are going to say you're making around the average of $70,000 a year before tax, and we want to aim for around 15% of gross income invested every year. That'll come out to around $10,500 every year that you need to put in. Now let's imagine you were a little late to the game and started figuring this out when you were around 45 years old. You still got about 20 years to go before you hit 65. So let's put in $10,500 into this calculator and say we give it another 20 years to grow, and we're getting the average 10% return per year, and we buy into the S&P 500 every single time. 20 years from now, with compounding that at the 10% per year, it would give us around $661,000 accessible to us. Now let's flip this and say you're 25 years old. You have 40 years till you're age 65. Well, first off, congratulations. This will allow for the compound effect to work heavily in your favor. Let's change the 20 years to 40 years and leave everything else the same. And now we have more than $5 million in retirement. What do we do? Just put 15% of our pre-tax income into the S&P 500 every year for 40 years. I hope some wheels are turning in your head, or you're getting excited about hearing this for the first time. It's literally this easy. The real challenge and what often overcomplicates things is knowing where to invest. Where should you put your money? Stocks, bonds, mutual funds, real estate, all this lingo, right? While financial advisors are an option, many charge high fees for average results. Those fees eat away at your gains, and if you come back to the compound interest calculator, losing even 2 to 4% in fees per year will drastically change where you land in the end, going from $5 million over 4 years to $1 million simply because someone has been charging you fees to hold your money. So what do you need to do? We need to learn that winter will come. It's going to feel worrisome. But that's the exact wrong time to sell anything. Remember those recoveries that are going to come. Spring is going to come around the corner. Learn to recognize the patterns, and we have more access than ever before to this type of information. Back in the day, you had to go to the newspaper, you had to call in and ask about the stocks. Today, we literally have visual charts that show us from history, like TradingView, exactly how the market's actually performed over the long term. We have apps on our phones that you don't need an actual person to talk to buy stocks anymore. You can do everything on your phone or your computer. It's really amazing. Again, know this though, financial winters arrive regularly, as does every season. And by understanding these cycles and overcoming the fear you can feel during this moment, you can invest with confidence rather than trying to time the market perfectly. Dollar cost averaging into the market is the best way to invest. And that's simply just keep putting money into the market, buy every month when you get paid, bi-weekly, however often that is. You just keep averaging into the market. Now, many people turn into brokers and financial advisors for security, only to discover that the advisor's incentives often conflict with their own best interests. Advisors get paid regardless of performance, and their compensation frequently comes at your expense. Studies show that 96% of active funds fail to beat their benchmarks over the long term after fees. Beginners are often steered toward actively managed mutual funds, which sound sophisticated and come with high costs. Every trade can trigger taxes and commissions, even if the trade loses money or you never actually see the gains. Over time, these hidden fees, taxes, and transaction costs quietly erode your returns. The solution? Low-cost index funds. They dramatically reduce trading activity, eliminate most hidden fees, and run effectively on autopilot. By choosing simplicity over complexity, you keep more of your hard-earned money working for you, and those gains compound to a phenomenal outcome, as we have seen earlier. When 401k plans were first introduced into the 1980s, they represented a promising path to retirement security for millions of Americans beyond Social Security and pensions. Today, nearly 90 million people participate. However, innovation in the financial industry has been matched by growing greed and blatant theft to those who just go with what's presented to them. Here are some facts. For 30 years, 401k plan providers were never required to clearly disclose their fees. And as a result, there were more than 17 different fees and hidden costs that were chipping away at your gains. On top of the fees you already see, most funds on 401k menus are actively managed and expensive. Actively managed means they buy and sell a lot, and you get hit with the tax hits and results from that. Yet they frequently underperform simple index funds. Even small companies sometimes push higher cost options. The system is flawed, but you can fight back. Carefully review the fees in your plan. Consider low-cost providers such as America's Best 401k that prioritize transparency. With some homework, you can protect and grow your retirement savings instead of watching it slowly disappear into unnecessary costs. I would encourage you guys to take a look at your actual 401ks and see, hey, what fees are you paying, right? Is there a percentage return per year that is better than some of the other options provided at your 401k? The 401k was designed to be a fantastic vehicle for wealth. However, we have to be wise and actually look into what's offered and available, what fees are being charged, so we can make sure we're making the right decision with our 401k to grow our wealth. So, if 401ks aren't as great as we are told to believe, and financial advisors don't always act in your best interest, then who can you really trust? Surveys reveal a striking paradox. Most people with money use a financial advisor, yet most don't fully trust them. Could you imagine giving your hard-earned money to someone you don't fully trust, hoping that they will help you retire? That's a recipe for disaster. Brokers go by many titles: wealth advisor, wealth manager, financial consultant, but their primary job is selling products that generate fees for themselves. Despite this, not every advisor is dishonest, but the industry structure often puts their interest ahead of yours. Like a business, the business has to earn money before you guys get any money, and they are not legally required to act as fiduciaries. The safest approach is to work with a true independent fiduciary who is legally obligated to prioritize your best interest above their own compensation. That is what fiduciary means. Ask your financial advisor or any you are interested in working with if they are a fiduciary. How are they compensated? And what are their credentials and track record? After studying dozens of wealthy and successful investors, Tony Robbins identified 4 principles that consistently drive outstanding results. The greatest investors follow 4 principles. Number 1, don't lose. Capital preservation is first. Warren Buffett's number 1 rule is never lose money. Rule number 2, never forget rule number 1. Losses require much larger gains to actually recover from. An example is if you take a 50% loss, you actually need to have a 100% increase to get back to where you were to break even. Number 2, asymmetrical risk and reward. Seek investments where upside far outweighs the downside. Risk a little to gain a lot. Number 3, tax efficiency. Minimize taxes through holding periods. For example, if you hold on to a stock for over a year, you have a lower capital gains tax that you have to pay compared to if you sold and traded a lot under a 1-year frame. Number 4, diversification. Spread risk across asset classes, geographies, and types. Don't put all of your eggs into one basket. Fear keeps millions of people on the sidelines, sitting in cash while opportunities literally pass them by. Yes, markets are uncertain and crashes will happen, but avoiding the market entirely guarantees you'll never achieve financial freedom by investing. If you put $10,500 in savings every year over 40 years, you'd only have $420,000 saved versus the $5 million you could have had if it was invested, making at least 10% per year. Warren Buffett famously noted that we pay a heavy price for certainty. Instead of letting fears paralyze you, educate yourself and take thoughtful action. You don't need to be reckless, just informed. It is possible to build wealth even in bear markets because the next season is spring and they recover quick. The real danger isn't market volatility, it's letting the fear win before the game even begins. During bear markets, stay disciplined, avoid panic selling. Many fortunes are made buying quality assets when others fear. Calculate your freedom number. This is how much you need for your desired lifestyle. An example of this would be, let's say I want to make $100,000 a year. 10 times that is going to be $1 million. And if you got 10% per year, you'd get $100,000 from that investment. Build an asset allocation matching your age, your risk tolerance, and your goals, and automate those contributions. Success requires discipline and a clear mental checklist. Behavioral finance is crucial above everything else, and humans are wired for survival, not optimal investing. Some common biases: is the confirmation bias and the endowment effect, seeking info that confirms your own beliefs and overvaluing what you actually own. Recency bias is overweighting recent events. For example, what happened with silver and gold recently, right? Or even with oil. We've had some pretty crazy impacts across both of those sectors. Overconfidence, thinking you are smarter than the market. Greed and impatience, chasing hot new trends. And then a home bias is preferring domestic investments in your own country. Negativity bias and loss aversion, as losses hurt twice as much as gains feel good. By recognizing and managing these inner enemies, you can make clearer, more rational decisions and stay on the path to lasting financial freedom. Many people achieve remarkable success and accumulate significant wealth only to find themselves still feeling empty and unsatisfied in life. The truth is, we're not really chasing money. We're chasing the feeling of freedom from financial stress and the burdens of daily life. Money alone cannot buy true happiness. To live a deeply fulfilling life, you must also become emotionally wealthy. So why wait to be happy? You don't have to postpone joy until you reach some future financial milestone. Real happiness often comes from pursuing and achieving things you once thought were impossible. The path to meaningful accomplishment is far more accessible than most people realize. Tony outlines a simple 3-step checklist to help you create this deeper sense of wealth and fulfillment. Number 1, sharpen your focus. Whatever you pursue in life, bring intense focus to it. Where your focus goes, your energy is going to flow. And a clear, concentrated attention is the foundation for extraordinary results. Number 2, take massive action. Focus and knowledge mean nothing without execution. Stop procrastinating and start doing. Consistent action turns your dreams into the reality that you want. Number 3, practice gratitude. Appreciate what you already have. At some point, we all face circumstances beyond our control. Gratitude invites grace into our lives and allows us to find peace and joy regardless of those external conditions. True wealth is not just the size of your bank account. It's the quality of your life, your peace of mind, and your ability to enjoy life moment to moment. Master these 3 steps and you'll discover a richness that goes far beyond money. It's so amazing that appreciation, love, and enjoyment are what save us from suffering. The great thing is you can trade in your negative emotions and thoughts for appreciation, and your whole life changes in an instant. In closing, here are some actionable steps you can take to help yourself become unshakable today. Number 1, track your net worth and spending. Number 2, calculate your financial freedom number, the number that'll provide the life that you want, whether you chose to keep working or not. But beware of inflation. Number 3, review reduced fees in retirement accounts to make sure your money is working as hard as it can for you. Number 4, open or optimize low-cost index funds with at least a 10% annualized return. This is the average of the market, the S&P 500 as of today. You may even find some others that perform better. Number 5, automate your investments or set a reminder when you get paid to put money into your investments automatically. Number 6, focus on gratitude in this amazing life that you've been given. Number 7, shift your focus to what you already have and help others along the way. By following these principles, you can achieve not just financial security, but genuine peace, becoming unshakable in a shaky world. The tools exist, the decision to use them is yours. Robbins believes anyone, regardless of their starting point, can transform their financial future, as do I. And thanks for watching, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day.